This week, I'd like you to think of the last time you had one of those frustrating moments when speaking to somebody and you couldn't quite recall the specific piece of information you were going to talk about. Maybe the name of a book or the name of the artist of the song on the radio at the time. It's that frustrating situation when we know the answer, but we can't quite recall it. This week's insight is something you and I can do and start doing right now that over time has been shown to reduce these situations. My name's Jonathan Bradshaw and welcome to this week's Metology Minute. This week's insight is a simple one. If you want to reduce the amount of times you're trying to recall a piece of information and it's just there on the tip of your tongue, but you can't quite remember it, then focus and improve your aerobic fitness. This week's research, the link to which I'll put on the website as usual, comes from an international team of researchers headed up by a team at the University of Birmingham in England, but including Belgian and Norwegian psychologists. They took two groups of people, an older group in their late 60s, 28 people, and then 27 younger people in their early 20s. And they established their VO2 max, essentially how fit they were from a CV, from an aerobic perspective. And then through a series of tests, they looked into how many times they had a problem with remembering information and communicating it. And they proudly announced in their paper that there was a direct link, or they found a direct link, between the fitness of the people and the amount of times they had this problem. The fitter people were the fewer times they remembered or they couldn't remember the information they were about to talk to someone about. So if you want to be better at memory, if you want to not have those situations that are so frustrating when you're speaking to somebody and you want to give them a book title or the name of someone you've met and you're having this group discussion and three of you can't remember the piece of information that you're trying to recall, then hit the treadmill, hit that bike, keep that aerobic fitness high, because as we get older, it's been shown to really help us avoid these situations. I'll be back in a week's time from still in America. Yes, I'm in the US. You may have seen a different background. I'm in the US for a few weeks working over here. So I'll be back in a week's time from the US with some more metology, helping you thrive professionally and personally by making you superb at social skills. See you next week. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.